The anatomy of a word. Often, we learn new vocabulary by directly memorizing words. This can be overwhelming when there is a great deal of new vocabulary to learn. By breaking words down further into their constituent parts and focusing on memorizing the meaning of word parts, also known as word elements, you can learn to deduce the meanings of new words from their parts. Let's look at an example, the words monarchy and oligarchy. First, we need to break up our words into their individual word elements. That means identifying the word root, prefix, and suffix. Both of these words have the same root, arch, which comes from a Greek word that means to rule. Both have the same suffix, y, which is used to form abstract nouns. The difference in meaning comes from the word's prefixes. Mono means one, while olig means a few. Hence, monarchy means the rule of one person, while oligarchy means the rule of a few people. The advantage of this method is that you can now transfer this knowledge to any number of words, rather than simply having memorized the meanings of these two discrete words. Let's review the parts or elements of a word roots, prefixes, and suffixes. First, we are going to take a look at word roots. A word root is the fundamental portion of the word that contains the basic meaning. In the example of monarchy and oligarchy, the root is arch, which means to rule. Roots can start and end terms. They do not become prefixes or suffixes if they do so. Some words contain more than one word root, such as the term leukocyte. In leukocyte, leuc and cyte are both root words. You may notice the O inserted between leuc and cyte. This is called a combining or connecting vowel. Combining vowels are often used when one word element ends with a consonant, and another adjacent word element begins with a consonant. The combination of a word root and a combining vowel is called the combining form. For example, cardio is a combining form. We have the root cardi, meaning heart, with the combining vowel O. Another example is leuco, the root leuc combined with the combining vowel O. Next, we are going to look at prefixes. A prefix is a word part that is attached to the beginning of a word and word root, and which modifies the meaning of the word root. If we return to our example above, the prefix of monarchy is mon, while the prefix of oligarchy is olig. Here it is the prefix that differentiates between the meaning of the two words, indicating a government ruled by either one or a few people. Some things to know about prefixes. A prefix always appears at the beginning of a term. A prefix precedes a root to change its meaning. Prefixes can have more than one meaning. Prefixes never require a combining vowel. It is possible for a term to have more than one prefix, but not every term has a prefix. Finally, let's take a look at suffixes. The suffix is a word part attached to the end of a word or word root, which modifies the meaning of that word root. In the examples of monarchy and oligarchy, the suffix y indicates that the word is an abstract noun. Does that work for other words? Let's take a look. Energy, history, democracy. All abstract nouns. Some things to know about suffixes. A suffix is a group of letters attached to the end of a root or combining form. A suffix changes the meaning of a word. If the suffix begins with a consonant, it usually follows a combining vowel. If the suffix begins with a vowel, no combining vowel is needed. It is possible for terms to have more than one suffix. A suffix always appears at the end of a term. Suffixes that are different can have the same meaning. Dissecting words. When you encounter new vocabulary, the first thing that you must do is break the word into the word elements described above. You can indicate a word's parts by writing it out with slashes and spaces between each part. Be sure to separate each word with a space, followed by a slash and a second space. You will be asked to do this in practice sets and exams, and you must type the word exactly in order for Moodle to recognize your answer as correct. Let's look at some examples. Myocardial. As you can see, we can break the word down into the root my, meaning muscle, the root cardi, meaning heart, and the suffix al, meaning pertaining to. Myocardial, then, means pertaining to the muscles of the heart. Ischemia. The root isk means to suppress, and the root im means blood. The suffix ia indicates a state or condition. Ischemia is the condition of a suppressed blood flow, or a deficiency of blood flow. Philosophy. The root phil means to love, and the root soph means wisdom or knowledge. As we saw earlier, the suffix y indicates that the word is an abstract noun. Philosophy is the love of wisdom. Hopefully, this short video has helped you to start to see words as combinations of word parts that you can dissect and analyze, rather than singular entities. Of course, this also works the other way. You can add word parts to form a word. Assignment, Word Analysis Guide. Create a one-page visual guide to dissecting and understanding words. Think of it as a cheat sheet for you to use throughout this course. It should have sufficient details that it would be useful to someone not in this class. See the assignment on Moodle for the due date. Please email with any questions or catch me on Skype during my office hours.